Hey, is this the first time you've driven on an American road?
Yep.
No slowing down in the highway. Nope. I'm gonna have to switch drivers.
I'm very well rested.
We've covered presidential elections before.
Well, not me.
And we hated it.
Hated the pundits.
Hated the horse race.
And hated the silly questions.
So we knew what we had to do.
We couldn't care about a White House press pass.
And we couldn't travel fancy.
And we had to be independent.
It had to be about getting one shot to ask one question.
But then those questions started fitting together.
I'm Michelle Mitchell.
I'm Mark Huntley.
I'm Ed Head.
And this is Common Sense. We know candidates only show us the face they want us to see. We know because once they're in office, they go from this...
Yeah, I'm not so sure the role of the United States is to go around the world and say this is the way it's got to be.
...to this.
Is it our interest to confront these people now? Whether it be in Afghanistan, or Iraq, or Europe, or anywhere else, and the answer is absolutely it's in our interest.
So who is John McCain telling us he is this year?
And how much of McCain 2008 is just spin?
My friends, I will do everything in my power to make sure that all the service and sacrifice that's been made by this generation of great Americans is not in vain, and that means winning this war against radical Islamic extremism. I know how to do it. I will lead. I need your vote.
We're going to the McCain rally, which was supposed to be in a little cafe, but ended up being on the town square. Could we ask you a few questions?
I want to make sure I'm not missing my ride to Nashua. Sure.
You good right here?
I guess so.
So what is it like for you to get access? Because we've been pretty much shut out of everything, and I'm wondering how it is for you.
It would probably be the same with the exception of John McCain. I just sat on with him on his bus for an hour and a half, but he's the most accessible of all the candidates.
I can't give you a straight talk and tell you that maybe on occasion I had a couple of doubts.
Senator, in 2000 you were the reformer. In 2004 you embraced the president. So which John McCain is showing up on the campaign trail this year? Are you the reformer or are you the established?
Thanks for coming today. Thank you very much.
Is that not a fair question? Thank you very much. He wouldn't answer our question. Have you asked him anything close to that?
I felt that the McCain we were seeing today was very much the McCain I saw here 8 years ago.
Please give a warm South Carolina welcome to the next President of the United States, Senator John McCain and his wife Cindy.
What the peanuts are? Cashew. $2, is that right? Thank you very much. Well, you had this situation in South Carolina in the 2000 election where John McCain comes out with his head of steam after winning New Hampshire.
Independents, Democrats, Libertarians, Vegetarians, come on over, vote for me tomorrow, and I'll give you your dream.
But the Bush campaign had very, very strong ties with the evangelical base of the party. It was a real firewall.
And South Carolina is Bush country.
But what was happening on the ground was some really ugly stuff.
I will not take the low road to the highest office in this land.
McCain denounced what he saw as the religious activists, the social conservative leaders in the party, particularly people like Pat Robertson, Jerry Falwell. And he called them
agents of intolerance. A little later, you even called them evil, although you explained that was a joke. But you do sound as if you've kind of declared war on a large portion of your own party. What I want to ask you is, can you win the general election in November without the votes of Christian conservatives?
And John McCain was basically out of the race after that.
I've been called a maverick. I've fought lobbyists who stole from Indian tribes.
When John McCain went back to Washington after the 2000 election, he was, yes and no, he was still the maverick.
We view this as just a gigantic scam.
He took on Jack Abramoff, who became the poster boy for Republican corruption.
What sets this tale apart, what makes it truly extraordinary, is the extent and degree of the apparent exploitation and deceit.
Many of Abramoff's closest associates, who were also leading power brokers in Washington and the GOP, became central figures in the scandal. One of them was Ralph Reed, and this sort of caused a big black eye in, the evangelical community. He carries around sort of a scarlet A for Abramoff, I guess.
As the years went by, McCain decided to make more amends with the conservative base that he previously was against. And the interesting irony, going forward now is that many of the same people who helped oversee that really rough campaign in South Carolina against John McCain are now working for John McCain in 2008.
Ralph sent out an invitation inviting people to a fundraiser. It looked pretty weird for Ralph to come and hold a fundraiser that would help McCain in the presidential race. I'm not sure McCain himself knew about it. Obviously, McCain needs all the support he can get at this time in the evangelical community. If he did know about it, then he probably, like Reed, decided to try to achieve a rapprochement here with somebody who had obviously been no friend of his in the 2000 campaign.
How is it different this time around?
2000, we didn't have September 11th. September 11th changed everything.